Hey guys, Stealth here, and welcome back to Transport Fever, where I have a optimization round running, and I found out that some of the trams are no longer actually running. The Beijing tram and the Changsha tram, well, there aren't any. And that means that it is bad news for the people who want to go to Beijing, because they can get to the train station alright, but aside from that they cannot do much. So I wouldn't be surprised, and there we are, if this thing is running negative. So Jeddah to Beijing, not terribly popular, because once you're at the train station in Beijing, it's basically every man for himself. So currently there are no people waiting to go to Beijing. Once I have the trams re-established, as I do now, that situation should develop into a more profitable one. And with that, hopefully not only getting the trams to be profitable, but also getting the train to be profitable again. Although currently Beijing... it's in need of serious growth. It's in need of serious growth. It is connected to Changsha. It is, however, not connected... No, my bad. It is connected, albeit a fairly circuitous route, to Guangzhou. So people can go here, then they can take a dirt road, past the refinery, past the iron ore mill, past the forest, past the coal mine, and into Beijing. I imagine that that is not something that they really want to do. Now, what I have for them is a brand new highway. Let's connect that quickly, although I had actually predestined this episode to be one of further growth. Not so much growth, further development of lines. And not really one where I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to build highways. That's not exactly what I had in mind. But if it helps if it helps Beijing grow, then I will do it. Because that means that it'll also be more profitable to run that line, that train line. Because it's simply a bigger town. Alright, we're going to pass over here. What the hell? I want a straight road. Like that. And now, what are we going to do here? I think a T-junction. I should have plenty of space for a large T-junction. Yes, I want a large one. 3 lanes. Turn that around. And if possible... which it is not, attach it there. Okay, connect that up. There. And now we're going to go all the way back the other way. To here, and now we're going to jump over. That one seems to be a little higher than the other side, though. Ideally, just more or less the same. Alright. Continue on. Past the dirt road. To do it in smaller chunks. Alright. That one dirt road crossing, that looks like shit. No, get out of the way. I'll fix you later. I will fix you later. I just first have to make sure that this stuff is all connected. Underneath the train tracks, if you don't mind. From here to there, small tunnel like that. And then here to there. Done. Alright, now that dirt road. Medium country road, I guess, since I'm not actively using it. Let's dive under. I guess it's already sunk. Yeah, the highway's flat. I'm going to go over it. Up, up, and over. Here to... Hello? There. Okay, so now we can get to each side. People can now also use the highway to go from Jeddah all the way to Beijing, at least eventually. Now, I need to fix the exact direction there. This should be going this way. And where do I want to end up? I think on this side of Beijing, where I also want one of those T intersections. One of them going off to Osaka and one of them going off to Hangzhou eventually. So let's go with the direction in a gradual turn. We're gonna go up. Not a ski ramp, if you don't mind. What? Yep, that's good enough. Alright, that intersection is gonna come, let's say here. Right past the train station there. Oh, actually, I think it needs to be a cloverleaf. Because I'm not just going to the north, to Osaka, I'm also trying to tie this in to Beijing itself. So this should be a cloverleaf. Cloverleaf intersection. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Still, I need one. You're gonna go directly here. And then ramp over it. That's it. Okay, back the other way. The hell are you doing? Down. And then raise the middle. Like that. Alright, and now we're gonna go all the way back. It feels like it would be easier if you had a highway that went both ways. Like you not just draw one line or one road, you just draw both. Because look at this, this looks weird. And yes, that is also down to my inability to draw, well, fairly nice looking roads, but I still think that the game could do with a bit of optimization there. Now, for the more observant of you, I am not using a bus line on this particular connection, and that is intentional, because I don't think that I'll ever be running a bus line, because it's going to interfere massively with the train lines that I'm currently running. And that's not something I want to do. Okay, one-way road connections, large street going that way, large street coming off of it. Alright, so now people can use the highway to get from Beijing to this cloverleaf, go to Jeddah or Novosibirsk. It's not the most straight line, but it's going to be able to save me quite a bit of cash by not having to build one highway from Novosibirsk to Beijing and one from Beijing to Jeddah. Just one line. You want to get there, you're going to have to make a bit of an effort. It might, however, take a little bit of time before this town actually figures out that it is connected to the rest of the world. But it is not for lack of trying. There are a lot of people who want to use the public transport now. Alright, anyway, I was not really intending on doing highways. I was optimizing, for all intents and purposes, lines. We're going to revisit the Ankara food train. See, Ankara requires 185. Aha. And now I am not getting enough grain. Train 25. Would you know something about that? Oh, it's a steam train. And I know that I said that a previous episode as well. Oh, it's a steam train. This is an actual steam train. An actual steam train. Alright, edit selected vehicle. I saw that I got a couple of new cars, like the box cars. And we have gondolas, which can do 160. Provided that the train can do it. You know what? I can just replace the whole thing. Replace selected vehicle. They currently have a capacity of 144. I think that's not nearly enough. Let's go for 260. With a powerful diesel pulling the whole thing. Mediocre power rating. Well, I'm not exactly going for speed on a line like this. Can an electric go faster? The Chinese Railways SS9G might be a little faster. Yeah, it has a good power rating. It's also a bit more expensive. Changed. Okay. It's going to be loading. 227 out of 260. There's plenty of grain here. That's not the issue. It's that we need more grain here. Because now I'm consuming a hell of a lot more than I'm shipping grain. So it's not so much the problem that this train is not making money as that this factory over here is just simply not getting enough. It's a very short hop for this train. Arguably trucks would be better, but for now I want to see how well this train does. And how fast I can drop off all of that grain and keep that factory supplied. Drop-off time is actually not that great. I was hoping for something a little better. Now the train can do 160, but the cars cannot. Yeah, the SS9G just does not have the same speed as the other ones. This one can do 170, cargo 160. So 160 it is. Alright, now you load up again. A full 260 grain. This farm is finally going to get to do something. And if need be, I can run 2 trains on this track. But that would very quickly drain this farm. What's your speed like? 42. Well... Is it fighting an uphill battle? It's not, is it? No, it just does not want to go faster than 60. What sort of a speed do I get on these tracks? I'm supposed to be getting a hell of a lot more. So it might be the power of the train that's just insufficient here. Alright, I'm going to let this situation stay as is for a bit. The food processing plant's going up, because it's suddenly getting a lot more grain that it can know what to do with. So that should mean that there's going to be more food for Ankara, and that should make sure that the Ankara food train is going to be running profitable again. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. What other lines do I need optimizing? Xianyang to Kaohsiung. Really? Tell me about that. It is full. But it is 32 years old. There are 84 people waiting there. You know what? I might have the perfect replacement for this. How much do you cost per year? Almost 5 million. If I replace you with one of those new intercities, if you will. Those new Russian class ED9Ms. That's 2 million a year for a capacity of 88. How many people are waiting here? 38-ish. And that might also be caused by a lack of trams in Xianyang. Do I even cover the whole town? I used to. And then the town started growing like crazy, and now I don't. That's not something you can see, though, is it? How much coverage you have. That's traffic. Emissions. Destination layer. How many people are using public transport versus private transport? Look at that. There's a lot of people over here who are using private transport. Right. New commuter train. I might set up a second tram line that's going from here to there. Just to make sure that I can keep feeding the trains. Because some of the people want to go to the industrial area, which seems to be where they work. So let's set up one from here to there. Xianyang tram industrial. Just gotta make sure that everything is electrified. And back. That's pretty much it. Very simple route. Alright, the depot is over here. Let's start with one Cobra. Xianyang tram industrial. That should cover this area as well, allowing people to get from the train station to their work, which they sometimes want to do. And I might need to set up another tram over here. It's running profitable. Can I up the capacity? These are the old ones, right? Emission 70, speed 70. They're not that old. Uh, 19 years old. They're these ones, the LVS 86. Let's replace them all with the Cobra 5.6. I said let's replace them all with the Cobra 5.6. And see if I can then get rid of this wait time over here. And get more passengers to go to Kaohsiung. Because that's the line I was optimizing. Here's train... Whoa. Oh. So I thought I bought a vehicle, and then apparently I didn't click the right button. Here. Buy. Add. Hello? Yeah, now I got two of them. This one. You're set to Kaohsiung. Xianyang. That one. And since I'm not running Shinkansen on this line, 130 kp or 130 kph should be good enough. Can the track support that though? Yes, these are high-speed tracks. They can support 300, so that's more than enough. Oh, look at that! Lots of people using this roundabout. But who the hell decided to build a road in the middle of the roundabout? And housing. I'm sorry, that makes no sense. We're not doing that. Roads. There was one tool that allowed you to set whether a road was locked or not. Here. Lock. That means that, as far as I know, player owned. This means that the AI is not allowed to mess with this stuff. So they're no longer allowed to build stuff on this. I'm not sure why the vehicles slow down here. Look at what they're doing. Here, they almost came to a stop. Okay. So the roundabout there works. That means that people are using the highway to get to Xianyang. 59 people waiting for that train. How's the situation in Kaohsiung? Kaohsiung's shrinking. A little bit. It's going down to 795. That's not what I want to see. Whoa, 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 whoa! So they just tore down one structure. And they rebuilt something smaller. That seems like a hell of a waste. Now here too, the big question is, do I cover everything? And I think with Kaohsiung the answer is mostly yes, except for this area over here. Which the Kaohsiung tram... I could set it up 1, 2, 3, 4... But I don't really want to. Because it means losing out. There's 46 people there. Replace. Cobra. What other lines? Oh, hold on. The Ankara food train dropped to -375 instead of -1,000,000. So that's a good development. And this thing, while train 25 with all the grain is on the way, still has some grain remaining. There's 132 grain waiting for it, which is still not enough. There should be 216 going on that train. That's just half. Alright, in that case, let's kick out a couple compartments. And this way it should be running profitable. At some point. Consumers. Ankara is consuming a lot, and so is Hangzhou. Because Hangzhou is over here. Hangzhou is also getting quite big. So much so, actually, that I haven't looked at it in quite a while. And... well, I'm missing out on this part here. Alright, I want to redo Hangzhou tram. Over here, I want to have a stop. I want to have one line that goes like this, and one line that goes like that. The one that is currently doing this can stay. I just need to have a train stop right in the middle of town. Or sorry, a tram stop right in the middle of town. I need it to be electric. I need it to be 30 meters long. And I needed to have 2 exits. Bit more passenger capacity. Sorry about your house. You have been refunded. There. Okay. Tram. Hangzhou tram. What are you doing current? Currently doing 1, 2, 3. That stop's going to no longer be there. That's going to be number 3. This one's going to get deleted. Oh, shit. I really missed that Control Z button. Yes to electric. Actually, now that I have the opportunity, I might as well make it a large street. If we're going to be upgrading this, I might as well be upgrading it now. I'm interfering with my own tram station here. Upgrade. Can I change this? Can I change this to have a passenger building here on the end? I can. Alright, currently. Let's just get rid of all the trams. Holy shit, that's a lot of them. Sell. Get rid of this. Whoops. Nope. Get rid of the side buildings here. Or... maybe not. This is a cargo platform that I'm not actively using. Correct? Yeah, because I'm shipping food to this place using trucks. Correct. Okay. So this one can disappear. I can have a passenger platform over there. And I can have roofs over it. We're going to go with a special roof. Can I remove just the roof? Yes. It's going to be a new futuristic station. Fancy. I like it. Look at that. Nice curvature on that station. Okay, now I want to have my tram on a connecting position over here. It might not be very fortunate for the people who live here, but that is refundable-ish. Electric. Connect. This is going to be the main street. Large street. Electric. Yes, upgrade. Upgrade. And that does not need to be upgraded. Okay, we're going to have one line that goes here. And this covers actually already quite a good part of the town. So I might, in fact, set my other stop up in the middle of town. Here. 2 buildings will be removed. Okay. You gotta do what you gotta do. Street access over there. Upgrade this medium street. And there. This stop's going to disappear. And now I need the stops east and west. Here, there, there. That's pretty much all I need to do. 1, 2, 3. This is, what's it called? Hangzhou. Hangzhou tram. I think this is the north-south. Because this is supposed to be the orientation of the map, so that would be north-south. This is east-west. That's the other tram line. Hangzhou tram. Which is currently taking a bit of a weird course of action because it doesn't really have any sort of connecting lines. Delete all of that. Starting point here. Next point over there. Next point over there. That's all that I want you to do. Just follow Main Street. Hangzhou tram west east. Or east-west, depending on where you're from and depending on how you want to call that particular line. Now, the tram's going to go here, there, there, there. Just cross through the middle of town. That should do it. And if I'm not mistaken, they can all get there as well. Hangzhou tram north-south. Hangzhou tram west-east. Yes, they all want to leave the depot, so that all works. There are 48 people, 49. The amount of people that's over here is going up, so that's good. What I can do is try and tie this into everything else, but it's already covering a decent portion of the town. If I can get it to cover this part as well, that'd be perfect. So I would need a medium side building, I guess. Or medium... Yeah, let's go with the main side building here. And one over there. Okay. Now I need to tie that into the city. Medium street. There. Now it's connecting a decent portion of the town already. And just to make it a little prettier, believe it or not, I'm going to use the assets tool and just toss down... There's no real way to get a mix of trees, is there? Brush size, yes. Randomize rotation, yes. Whoa. Look at this station, right in the middle of the desert. I guess. Something like that. Anyway, what are the trams doing? Yeah. Alright, good. Oh, here's the other tram. What does it look like when we're approaching the station? What does that look like? Like, not much, because we're currently waiting for a red light. hate it when that happens. There's the train station, the curse of Hangzhou. Geez, another red light. And we're approaching the station here. Look at all that. That's pretty damn green. If only they could automatically plunk down a mix, I think that would make it a little prettier. Also, why are you using that particular platform? The other one would seem more logical, actually. Because you'd stop, like, in front of the station. Instead of going around it. Yes, open the doors, let the people out. Good man. And now these people are all confused about where they're supposed to go. Running right through the tram. Reasons unknown. Alright. What else can I upgrade and optimize? Let's check on the Ankara food line. I'm not seeing it here anymore. Here. It's now down to minus 83. Oh, we're getting there. Jeddah, Changsha. Changsha doesn't have a tram, does it? Changsha doesn't have a tram. Idiot. At some point during an upgrade round, I probably deleted it. There. So that should provide a bit more fun and games in Changsha. Jeddah does have a tram. Albeit only 2. It fortunately does cover most of the town. And, oh look. People are using the highway. Are they also using this highway? No, they're not. Why not, actually? The hell? Do you people not want to go to Beijing? From Novosibirsk? Yeah, some people do, just not a whole lot. Curious. Curious. Alright, more to upgrade next episode. For now, I'm sitting on a very comfortable 1.8 billion. My trains, buses, trucks, and everything else are raking in 120 million. So, despite the fact that I'm looking at what's costing me money, I'm not exactly looking at what's making me money. And that's these big boys. Surat Ankara, Guangzhou fuel line, Ankara coal, Shinkansen to Surat is still on 11 million. We have the Ankara steel line, which is making 10. The Surat grain line is making 8. So these are definitely the guys that are raking in the profits. But it's a combination of everything, of course. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you like the gameplay, if you like the channel, then please consider becoming a Patreon supporter. Link down below in the description, because you'd really help me out with that. I have a personal goal set to achieve 1,000 true fans or 1,000 Patreons. And even if you support me with just $1 a month, that would help. In case you're wondering about that Facebook ping from a second ago, that was mine, that was not your Facebook. I forgot to close that down before recording the video. Anyway, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for more Transport Fever.